I got a couple quick things I want to talk about today that just made me laugh because I thought they were just freaking ridiculous for numerous reasons. But let's just get into it. First up, Sega and Shuji Utsumi here. He is the chief operating officer of Sega, apparently, and the CEO of Sega America and Europe. And in this interview with The Guardian, he claims we are not a retro company. Sega prepares to go back to the future, right? He wants to shake things up once again. But, like, okay, I guess, man, I guess. They go on and on about, history of Sega, what they've been doing and whatnot, what the future may hold. But the thing that kind of got me, like, scratching my head was toward the bottom of this article. I'm not going to read all this nonsense, but I believe it was down here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I haven't seen this yet, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I mean, is that any good? I've been hearing good things. I may have to go watch it. I've seen the first two. They're all right. They're all right. But here we go. Here we go. The Sega of 2025 and beyond will be reinvesting in its classic titles. Okay? They're not a retro company though. Introducing new audiences to Golden Axe, Virtual Fighter, and Jet Set Radio. But they're not a retro company. Instead of merely exhuming them as museum pieces because they're not a retro company, right? So they want to reintroduce them. We've seen that though. They want to make new games, right? And I think a Crazy Taxi, I don't know, it seemed like they were going to do something crazy with that, like a multiplayer online game. I'm afraid they're going to microtransaction the hell out of these games, but we'll have to wait and see. And it says, when I ask about the possibility of new mini consoles based around the Saturn or Dreamcast, he demurs. I'm not going for the mini direction. It's not me. I want to embrace the modern gamers. Huh? What? They put out, I think it was last year, and it was in Japan only. They put out like a what are those things called? Survey. A survey. Like, hey, what mini console would you like to see next, fools? They've put out a few. The Genesis Mini 1, the Mini 2. They had the little mini arcades, the Astro City Mini, right? And the Mini V. Like, what the hell, dude? Sega later clarified there are no plans for more minis. They're like, no more. We ain't doing it. It's a theme he comes back to time and time again. Sega's legacy is there, but it must be brought forward. They removed, like, they delisted like the Sega Genesis collection. They delisted a bunch of games recently, like their classic games. Like, why? What the hell is the point? Why are you delisting classic games? And then saying like, hey, we got no more plans for minis. I thought they were fairly successful with what they were doing and their classic collections, but I get it to not like milk the hell out of it. Sega, like, each generation of console is like, okay, let's put out a new collection over and over again, like each time. Then, Genesis collection and Sonic collection, and there's always overlap and whatnot. But it says, we're not a retro company. We really appreciate our legacy. We value it, but at the same time, we want to deliver something new. Otherwise, we'll become history. That's not what we're aiming for. I swear I saw the other day something about like the Netflix of Sega. Like there's talks of that. Like, I don't know. Would that be like a service where you can play like their retro games, or is it just new games? What the hell is going on? Like, why am I getting mixed messages here, right? So why I thought this was funny is because then I saw this shit today from My Arcade, which, I don't really care about My Arcade. They're an impulse buy company. To me, I don't care what you tell me. They do not make they don't make things of collector quality. They make impulse buy quality items, which essentially is McDonald's Happy Meal toy crap. These little mini arcades, the little tiny handhelds that look like crap, the screens are crap, whatever. We've done videos on some of them. They're entertaining for a moment, but they're just whatever, dude. But okay, Sega's not a retro company yet. What the hell is this crap? They're not going to bother with this stuff. But the thing is the minis that they put out, they partnered with other companies. Like, they didn't manufacture that stuff. So what the hell, dude? Like, they're not a retro company, but they'll license their stuff to everybody else. They used to do everything with at games, ass games, them freaking knuckleheads. It's a roller coaster ride with at games. With them, who else were they licensing stuff to? They've all over the place, all over your face, as the ladies like to say. But now My Arcade. Sega and My Arcade team up to launch retro gaming devices featuring Sonic, Outrun, Shinobi, and more. See them first at CES 2025, January 7th through 10th. So that's just a couple weeks away. Central Hall in Las Vegas. I always get invited to go to CES, but it's hard for me to get out there. I mean, I could easily get out there, but to, ditch my family and, obligations, can't do it. Don't really desire to. So I get to miss that stuff, but get to see what's reported on out there. And I mean, I'm curious to see what this crap is, because you're like, hey, we're going to have these stupid little arcades with Golden Axe, Sonic the Hedgehog, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, and Outrun. Are they just going to be the Genesis ports of everything here? I mean, it sounds like it was Sonic the Hedgehog and whatnot. Is it going to be Golden Axe Arcade? Outrun? No, they're most likely just going to be Genesis ROMs on this crap. That's what they typically do, right? But I just thought this was stupid funny. Sega's not a retro company. No more minis, but this crap's going to happen. Okay. Next thing. Let's move on. Let's wrap this video up. This was stupid to me. Black Myth Wukong, right? This game, I still want to play this. I haven't played it yet. It looked pretty cool, but an action RPG rooted in Chinese mythology. This is freaking hilarious to me. Okay, not the game. It looks cool, man. It looks cool. Still got to play it, but this is why it's funny to me. Okay, and it's not just because of this. So we had Black Myth Wukong. Now we got Wukong's son, Black Legend, coming out in just a couple of days on the Nintendo Switch for $8. Okay, you see the similarities here. You got the Monkey Man right there. You got the Monkey Man over there. But I mean, come on. It's Journey to the West inspired. Obviously, embark on an epic journey to the West in Wukong's son, Black Legend. But it is freaking shameless, right? It is freaking shameless. Obviously, it's not the same freaking game. It doesn't even look inspired by it. It's Journey to the West inspired. But their thumbnail, the title, obviously, they're being very shameless. It is funny, but that's not the reason why I'm laughing. But just look at this game. It just looks like a little crappy mobile game. You know what I mean? It might be cool. I don't know. For $8, I might buy it just for some shits and giggles, Hey, who knows? It might be amazing. But yeah, look at that crap. But this is why I was laughing. So on my phone, this is how I found this. Like on Android, like on the, if you scroll to like the left on the side of your phone, like there'll be like news stories and stuff. Sometimes I just scroll through it. And that's how I seen the Sega CEO, Suji, whatever, for the Sega stuff. But then I was scrolling through after I seen that, and I got toward the bottom and I saw this Business Insider article. China's internet is upset that a knockoff of its darling video game, Black Myth Wukong, is listed on Nintendo's store. I was laughing because it's like China, come on now. You guys can be like knocking off everybody else's shit, but the second somebody else knocks off your stuff, it's like, it's not fair. It's not fair. Come on now. But like, who's the developer of this crap, right? I didn't even look. Global Game Studio. I don't even know like who the hell those people are, but okay. So there's people in China who are upset about this game. It seems published by Global Game Studio is now listed for pre-order, to much chagrin of China's social media. So they got some some Weibo users are upset. Hey everyone, have you heard the stunning Black Myth Wukong has actually been copied? This really makes you speechless. Since Nintendo's removed pirated games from its shelves, this should also be removed. Yeah, it's from Weibo as well. Like, it's not a pirated game. It's just a shameless, title and image. It's not the same game. It's inspired by, Journey to the West. It's just like they're being opportunistic, right? We're not getting Black Myth Wukong on the Switch, but we're going to get Wukong's son, Black Legend. So maybe they'll trick some people with the name. I don't know. It's just so freaking dumb, but it's kind of funny, man. It's kind of funny. Just 2D sprites, right of the screen as the player navigates from the left, moving from left to right. That's it. And it does say here, produced by Chinese developed game science Black Myth Wukong, based on characters from the 1592 novel Journey to the West. Yeah. The term Black Myth in the game's title refers to its telling a story that wasn't included in the original novel. Okay. Which has served as the base for the 1986 TV show and plethora of books, games, and other media. On its Nintendo Store page, Wukong's son, Black Legend, also references the novel. Yeah. Weibo users aren't having any of it. Well-known games have been plagued by imitations for a long time, wrote Pear Video on Weibo as well. Popular internet news count. Malicious developers exploit the names of well-known games, reskin various small games, put them on the shelves of big game stores with similar titles, deceiving uninformed consumers to buy and download. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. Come on now. Have you not been on AliExpress? I wonder how Nintendo will deal with it. Nobody's going to deal with it. Nintendo's not going to bother. There's so much crap on the eShop. Yeah. But I just thought this was kind of stupid and funny. The game's going to come out in a couple days. I might just buy it, man. I might just buy it. That's freaking hilarious. I just thought it was funny seeing that people were upset. It's opportunistic. That's all it is. It's not pirated. It's not copied. It's just the title and the image. It's stupid. But yeah, these two news stories kind of made me laugh a little bit. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.